Hello everyone, this is Shubham and welcome to your UiPath tutorial. So in this video, we're gonna complete our test case, right? The last video, if you remember, over there we have searched the population and we have converted that to like we have talked about that edit selector, so where you can make your test case more generic after passing, and we have used that repair keyword as well. So over here, we're gonna complete our test case with a flow decision. So what we're gonna do? So in the last lecture, if you know, we had done it till here. So we had captured the city population, right? And city population was coming in a message box. Right now, what we're gonna do? So what city population was coming? If you remember, it was coming as 70.9 lakhs. So it was taking the whole thing, right? So, but if you wanna compare, if you wanna compare it and make it in a if and else kind of flow decision, so that for that you need or require this digit only, right? So for that, what we're gonna do? Yeah, let's go with something. So suppose let's delete this message box. So again, I'll run it so that we will be having a revision till where it was successfully completed and from where we need to start again. So in a population, it has searched, then it has come here, and now it is gonna show the message box. So now when you're gonna compare it, suppose we're gonna compare the population should be less than 100 lakhs, right? That means a crore. So we're gonna compare with 70.9, or any city's population should be lesser than that. So for that, lakhs won't work, right? You need only 70.9. So for that, what we're gonna do? Let's remove this message box first. And to do that, you can have one thing, get OCR text. So what get OCR text is gonna do? Okay, it's there or not? Let's okay. And it should be in activities. Searching in the wrong place. Get text and use this get OCR text screen scraping. Take it, dump it over here, and now how does it work? I'll let you know. So while we've been selecting the text, or we've been trying to extract the value from some kind of image, right? Some kind of object locator. With this, you can see again. You cannot come over here. It is pointing the whole uh, like this property. Okay, so this property is telling you that it's gonna extract the text, or it's gonna point out to that particular, indicate to that particular element. But I don't want to do that. I want this only. So what you can do, you can just drag and drop, and it will take that particular value only which you want. Okay, so this is the best thing, and this is the thing which RP or UiPath provides you, where you can just point out or take the screenshot of that particular element for what you need uh, to be operated on, or you need to access on. Okay, so I've selected that, and let's see for this 70.9 lakh, this whole thing was getting counted, right? But it has been identifying that it is asking for this particular images or this particular elements property only, right? Now that's been done, now let's print this particular stuff into a message box. So we'll say message box. Okay, and message box, we're gonna pass the value. So here you're gonna pass this. So I'll say exact population, and that's been done. I'm gonna create a variable the exact population, right? And I'll pass this as a scope and first test case, the whole. Okay, so now I guess that has been done. It still says error. Okay, this message box should be containing a value, so I pass the value over here, exact population. So now when previously we were trying to running it, and we were seeing that 84.4 lakh, the whole value was coming, right? Now if you'll see, it will be it should be like not 84.4 lakh, like any kind of city. If you want to enter like Bangalore or Mumbai or Chennai, it was giving you the whole exact value, 70.9 lakhs, 84.4 lakhs, or something like that, right? Now I want only digit. So for digit, I have just provided that 70.9, and I have taken the screenshot, or I've taken kind of pointed out on that particular element only. I've indicated on that particular element only. So it should have extracted that digit only, and let's see whether this works fine for us or not. We're gonna run it, and it should give you the only thing which is 70.9 now, not 70.9 lakhs. Let's see that this works fine or not. Okay, yeah, 70.9. Okay, that has been done. Now our next order of business, we're gonna, okay, so what we can do, we'll create okay, yeah, so over here, till here it is done. Now I'm gonna go to our first test case, and first test case we're gonna create one more. So sequence has been completed, right? What sequence is doing? Sequence is opening browser, searching for a city and its population, extracting the population from the indicated element, and storing it into a variable. Now we need to assign this particular digit, and we need to verify and assert this digit is lesser than 100, right? This is what our test case is all about. So in UiPath, you have something called flowchart, flow decision. Okay, so you're gonna take flow decision, you're gonna dump it over here. Excuse me. You're gonna take flow decision, we'll dump it over here. Now, see, if you're gonna point it on to this or hover the mouse over here, you'll see that is that it states if this flow decision is true, you should be having something, some different messages, some different operation you want to perform. For false, you want to perform some different operation, right? Like exactly like in if else condition, right? So, and where you can pass your condition, you can pass your condition over here. And what is going to be the our condition? So if you remember, if you noticed, in sequence, when I was taking the value or storing the value in exact population keyword or data type, so variable, sorry, variables. So I have increased the scope to first test case. Why have I done that? If I have kept the scope in sequence or do, it was not, it won't be able to give us the value outside the scope, right? Or outside the sequence. So that is why I made the scope to first test case. That is why scope is very required over here, that you have made it to the first test case, so that anything you're trying to perform over here, that value will work, that value will get taken over here, and you can assign any operations on that. So we'll go to condition. The condition is going to be exact population, whatever the population is going to come up, that should be what you're talking about, lesser than 100. So yeah, lesser than 100, that means it is, okay, says, yeah. Now I'll try to print some message over here. Okay, now it should be connected to this. So first we'll connect our, okay, now first what is going to happen, our test case is going to start from here. It will extract the value, and then we'll go to true and false. So we'll take message boxes, right? Go with message box, dump your message box over here. So if your decision, or if that particular stuff is true, then it will print this message box, it will print this thing. So what is going to print, I'll say something that city population is less than 100. Okay, 100 crores, 100 lakhs, right? And we're gonna go over here. The true is doing that, and false, I'll take one more message box, and I'll say, again, I'll say that city's population is over, city is overpopulated, right? Now this is done. We'll go over here and we'll see. Okay, the condition should be here. This is, say, this is the wrong condition, or there's some kind of error. Let's see. Okay, so because exact population, what kind of value it is trying to bring, right? Because see, if the kind of data type we have assigned it to, it is a string type, right? But the value is gonna bring is double, because 70.9 lakhs, 84.4, or 50.8. So what you're gonna do, because this is Microsoft related or Microsoft based UiPath. So over here you have been provided with, because this is the ID Microsoft based. So over here the language you have been provided with is VB scripting. So in VB scripting you can you use VB scripting, you can convert this particular variable to double. So what you're gonna do, you're gonna type convert dot, you'll see multiple options. So you're gonna go to the option called double, and you're gonna keep this variable under a parenthesis, and let's see, that should work fine. and we'll try to run it. Let's see what happens. Okay, says convert dot to double from boolean. Option strict on this allows implicit. Okay, let's see what is the issue with this particular. So doc, yeah. So over here, this says, okay, let's convert this to integer and we'll see. Okay, it's still not working fine. And let it be string and convert the scope to the first test. And now let's remove it and you go back to your first test case and your flow decision. Let's see what happens now over here. You see exact population less than 100. It says, it still says okay. Okay, now you remove this parent quotes. Option strict on implicit conversion from. Okay, so now let's just try our convert dot to double and let's try this. Okay, he's asking us to put it. Yeah. So let's see. The error has removed. Try to run this. Whether it works fine or not. Okay, again there's some kind of issue. Condition must be set before the flow decision in flowchart. I guess we have set it right. Okay, it's asking us to remove that. Yeah, now it is gonna work fine. Let's run it. So, but see, again, we're gonna revise it. What our test case supposed to do? So test case is gonna start with open the browser. Browser has got opened and it's gonna search for the city's population. City's population is being extracted. It's gonna store it into a variable. When it's gonna get stored to a variable, the variable scope is gonna get increased and will be coming into a flow decision where you're gonna check it whether it should be less than 100 or not. If it's less than 100, then you're gonna have your two different message boxes. Let's see what it's gonna do. Run file. Chennai's population 70.9 lakhs, and it's gonna print you the first message box which has extracted only the digits. Let's see. See, city's population is less than 100 lakhs. So your logic was correct. That is why it has printed that particular stuff. Because if the value would have been greater than that, it would have printed the other messages only. Like the message would have been this one. So this is how you build your logic on or flow in your UI path. So this is our first test case, and in this first test case, we have seen what we have noticed. So we have noticed okay, just a second. So now what we have seen, we have created if we're gonna revise, we have created, we get to know, okay, first you're gonna create a flow chart, then you have to create a sequence. We're gonna perform all the operations. That operation contains your whether you're gonna work with desktop based application or window based application, anything, you're gonna create a sequence. Over there I have performed the necessary operation where opening a browser and typing into and sending an hotkey or stuff. So this is like operation which is necessary to extract the value. When then you have gone out and you have created a flowchart to make a decision based on the value which has been given to you over here. And then you are see, I have printed the message box, but if you wanna try something more, if you wanna do something with this value, like suppose you wanna count this value and consider it for another business logic. The business logic is like, suppose you wanna invest it over here and then or not, or then, or suppose if you say you can increase this test case as there if the value is less than 100 lakhs, you can invest for the so how many uh, how much amount you're going to invest for the solar system over here or in this particular city based on the city's population, right, or population window. You can just write your logic under this true block, then you can write different logic under this false block. So I've just shown you how the test case flows, how the data flows in this RP or UI path. So this is it. This is our first test case, and we're gonna proceed with furthermore. I understand that there might be some difficulties you guys must have faced in this video, where I have struggled to remove this particular some particular errors. But yeah, I am for any feedback if you gonna provide us, I will be working on that. And yeah, till that time, thank you so much.